Yeah, hi everybody. Um, my heart is pounding and I feel very honored and touched to sit here. I I've been visiting other workshops since yesterday and then going into my Passover dinner. I got some Passover, happy Passover here. So whoever is celebrating or knows somebody who's celebrating. So I really felt this field with me in last night dinner, and it was very interesting. It was the first time that my family was actually contemplating about maybe next time reading something else instead of the regular Haggadah that we have to read year after year with the same stories, with the same usual aggressive, violent, and mainly male gender people in the Agada. So it was the first time that this came to the table, that maybe we're going to change, do something diverse, and maybe can we do it and still feel we are sitting around Passover dinner as every other Jewish family. So that was my evening last night. And this morning I was also visiting some workshops, and I still feel my body and heart very touched by the work, by the social work and the land work I was. And yeah, so I have to say that in the last week I was writing and preparing, and today I just left everything and I felt I'm just listening to the field, and I let it guide me and us where to go. So the topic is still the topic, of course, and I want to also say that in this 1 hour and a half, we will have small constellations in small rooms. So just that you know where you're heading to. It will be short constellations in 3 or 4 people, and I will give you the subjects. So I know I enjoy very much to go into a small room and work and resonate for others and get resonations. So what brought me into this subject actually is my own personal pain around diversity and inclusion. And in my everyday life, I started as a therapist and I moved into constellation work um, some years ago with my teacher, Ishai Gaster, who was also a student of Jan Yaakov and Bert Hellinger. And so I'm one of the descendants of all of this. And today I mostly work, my place in the constellation map is really just to be there for people, for their private relationship issues, families, work, parents, children relationship, brothers, sisters, the whole family. Uh, then what they learn, what they heal, they bring into their lives. So I very much believe in this, since it's also my path from my own pain and trauma and being a second generation to Holocaust and all the rest of humanity. That was my thread that I went into constellation and spiritual work in a school called the Diamond Approach, and and so my pain around diversity and inclusion starts from my relationship with mother. And this afternoon, I really felt like calling our mothers. I don't know, I haven't visited all the workshops, so I don't know how many invited the mothers, but since we are about to finish the 2 days, 2/3 of the 2 days, I felt like calling them. And since our relationship with mother is really sitting on this inclusion and diversity, so we start by needing to survive, and there is time when we need inclusion to feel belonging to our mother. And then there is a time when we need to do like this to mom and say, I'm diverse than you. I'm a different gender. I have different ideas, beliefs, wishes. I am not you and you are not me. And so in these small 4 sentences that I just said, there are so many versions of ways where we were pulled to over inclusion or pulled to over diversity or pushed to over diversity or needed too much to turn away from belonging or needing too much belonging to survive. And so I would want to invite us all for the first 10 meetings really to just jump in to a very short constellation in the rooms. And it's going to be with 3 figures. So you are going to represent yourself. One will represent mother, and I am not using your mother. I am using mother, okay? Because I want a mother to represent a mother. It can be my mother, and it may be just the concept of mother. Let's see what happens. So it's me, it's mother, and the third one will be the field. So when I read the Jan Yaakov Awakening the Field, my whole body was like, oh, shivering, because for me the field is something that is beyond and including everything, and how Bert Hellinger says the only everything, which kinds of resonates with me with the boundless, the only everything. It's not only and it's not everything, it's only everything. So one will represent mother and one will represent the field. So whatever the field is for you, however you feel field is for you, you represent it. We will have a very short encounter for each. It will be really like 3 minutes. So it's not about saying anything or doing something with me, the field, and the mother. It's really just about sitting 3 minutes with mother and with the field in the same space, in a safe space. And after 3 minutes, we change, and another one says, please be mother, please be the field, and we're just sitting there. If something wants to be said, something can be said. If a gesture comes up, if a sound comes up, I really want to invite you to include the whole body when you resonate. So it's not about understanding or trying to feel what the mother, my mother wanted or his mother wanted. It's really about I'm representing mother now, and what is mother expressing right now. Yeah, and it can be even in your language. Yeah, so if you have your own language now needing to represent the field, you do that. I invite you to do that. Yeah, so we jump into the unknown. I suggest that if we are more than 3 in the room, because Joachim will divide us, okay? If there are more than 3, the fourth one can be just a silent observer. It's just witnessing. And if you are only 2, you find yourself only 2, you take something in your room, you say, yeah, this, you take an object and you say this represents mother or the field. And so you have 1, 2, and the object in the room. So you can play around with this. And yeah, so if you, I know some of you probably with the videos off. So if you can just open the video when you go into the exercise, it's fine. And then you can, the field, exactly. So exactly what would be the field? So I don't want you to know what exactly would be the field. I said my perception about the field. So for me, the field is, it takes me to a boundless spiritual realm, or the only everything, as Bert Hellinger sometimes refers to it. The field can be whatever it is for you, because it's your constellation. So when you want somebody to represent the field, it will be the field that is for you. And that's totally fine. There's no need to become something. Okay, so again, invitation to really go into less words, more feelings, more sensations, me, mother, the field. So, Joachim, are you?
Yes, the rooms are ready.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes. Yeah, we have 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
Yeah, and it's 3 minutes for each. So somebody in the group, you can just watch the clock so you don't exceed your time. After 3 minutes, you change. It's not about resolution, it's just about sitting there. So we warm up the field all together.
Okay. If you're ready, I will open up the rooms. Have fun, enjoy it there.
Okay, so great to see you all back. Even some more people. And so, yeah, take a moment to feel. I feel grateful that the mothers are here. The field is here. Maybe we can say mother and father are here. And we are here. Yeah, so maybe I see some people write on the chat. You can even open the mic for a moment and just like popcorn, just put a word. If a word wants to come out before we continue.
I felt a lot of love from when I did mine and when I represented mother for my partner.
I feel glorious, like my chest would explode.
Somebody is curious about a man representing mother. How did it feel? Yes, Catherine.
Yeah, I must say this exercise made me sad, because when I came in contact with mother, for me, mother felt as a child. It was not an adult figure for me. It felt as if I was the mother, and not, not in the relationship, as if there was a child there, not a mother. Yeah.
And the field?
Yeah, the field, the problem was we jumped out of the breakout room, so I don't know. Yeah.
You can just invite it now with all of us. It's here. Yeah.
Making contact with the field was okay, and then after making contact with the field and turning back to the mother, was like, it changed a bit. But still, yeah, it made me very sad.
Yeah. 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 So we're including the sadness and we're including the glorious. And this is actually what we are practicing here. Diversity and inclusion in the same field. It's exactly what's happening right here, right now. and it's actually happening all the time. Just one time we are pulled towards one or towards the other, and sometimes we feel very inclusive and including and complete and full. And then something happens and we need to jump to the other side and feel again unique and diverse and bring our variety and our differences. Yeah. So it's like a dance in and out of both. Yeah.
This was
Anything else before we?
Yes. What I realized by representing both parties was that the mother energy was really wanting to embrace or perhaps to keep, and that the field energy was more going into the world. I felt this two different movements. So I also can imagine that's what you say, it's the dance in between.
Yes, yes, and it's also the original dance between of a child, between father and mother. You know, the one we are living in her body, and the one that represents outside the body. Yeah, yeah. There was some comment about difficulty with concept of mother. Yeah, so exactly that's why in Constellation, when we represent mother, it's a way for us to deepen our feeling around concepts. So every concept we give to representation, it starts with something we know and we have a relationship with, either a good one or a bad one. And slowly it opens up to a deeper and deeper understanding that is beyond concepts of that concept. So this is what I personally love about the Constellation tool. So okay, we continue from here. So I'll connect again to my own wish to bring this concept of diversity and inclusion, and so just like in the last period, I took part of a group that we needed to help a group of people. That one of the therapists was having issues with a patient and was accused about doing something wrong. And it was very interesting for me to sit in a group of constellators and see how can we bring diversity and inclusion into working with this group. So some people feel totally different towards this therapist and the accusation, and the other one who feel love to him and support to him. And how can we include all the voices? How can include what is not included? How can we even bring a representation for what's left outside, the thing that is left outside of the conversation of the group? And are we able to bring the right conditions, yeah, for all the voices to have place in a safe environment, right? So it's really, really, in a way, complicated, but in another way, it's just heart opening, yeah, because there is something that us as humans, I feel that at certain point we become limited, and then what comes is this perception of the field, yeah, is this something that is holding even us when we become helpless, when we can say, okay, this is, we don't know what to do next. So I want to invite us to another constellation where we are going to actually invite our ancestors. And I see there's some things on the chat. I cannot speak and relate to it. I'll try to relate to it later, just putting it to the field. So in the next small constellations, we will work once with inclusion and one with the diversity. And the way we're going to do that is actually call our ancestors and their wisdom around inclusion and diversity. So our ancestors had beliefs and ideas and went through many, many experiences. And when I say ancestors, I include my own personal line, but when I sit with you all, I feel the ancestors is actually all of humanity right now. So we call their wisdom, their wisdom that wants to come to me today in a personal way. So when we go into the room, each one will represent himself, and then the other two, we will start with diversity. One will represent something that I gain by being diverse, and something, the other one will represent something that I lose by being diverse. So as I go into the small breakout rooms, we will have 15 minutes, we will have 5 minutes, because it takes time to really feel into this representation. Each one has 5 minutes, and you just choose who will represent something that is lost by being diverse and something that is being gained by being diverse. And I'm inviting our ancestors, our community of human beings, all the experiences we had, to talk through our voices, to talk through our bodies, and to tell me, maybe it's something personal, maybe it's something that I know of a parent that will tell me such a thing. Yeah, for example, yeah, my mother would tell me for sure it's very dangerous to be diverse. It's the most unsafe thing. Yeah. But you just want, maybe something will surprise you, and it usually does. So you don't have to think about any personal ancestor, but if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Again, me, something I gain by being diverse and something I lose by being diverse. After 5 minutes, please somebody take the time. After 5 minutes ending, and you do the second round and the third round. Again, if you have somebody, you don't have to ask anything. The one that represent what I gain, one would represent what I lose. And the representations, you know, if it's your first time, there's nothing to prepare. You just connect to the question, what is there to gain by being diverse for this person that in front of me? And I speak. Whatever you say is coming out of representation. Okay, if you have a fourth person, it can just shorten a bit, and the fourth one can be a witness. Okay. Okay, Joachim, so 15 minutes. What do you mean by diverse? That's a good question. So diversity, if I just look in, diversity, the simple way is to say the state of being diverse, okay? Variety, differences in all ways, racial, social, ethnic, academic, each individual is unique, whatever diverse. I know that I know, because English is not my own language, my mother's tongue. So maybe you can look for a moment what's the best word for you about diverse, yeah? So for Hebrew, I know it's more about variety, different, can be different. Minority, everything is part of diversity. Yeah, everything can be part of diversity. It's what your soul, your resonation with your individuality resonates about diversity. And the resonation you'll get for this. You mean different as the rest of others. Diverse, yeah, I'm diverse than you, yeah. So as I said, there comes the time when the child at the age of 1 or something, he pushes the mother and he suddenly sees that I'm not her, she's not me. They are totally different people, yeah. Can we have, yeah, you just tell the representation. Yeah, you can have 16 minutes. We will have 16 minutes, so you can have time to prepare. There's nothing to tell the representation, just to choose that one is representing what I lose and one representing what I gain by being diverse. Something I lose and something I gain, and let the ancestors, let all humanity talk through us, through the wisdom we gained through the years. We've learned a lot through the centuries, I hope. Okay, Joachim.
Yes, the rooms are ready. So have fun.
Lose and something, yeah, by being diverse. Thank you, Tinnek.
Okay, I'll open the rooms now. Is that okay, Meirav?
Yes? Yeah.
Okay, have fun.
16 minutes. Okay, so mostly everyone is here. Let's fill the field right now. Maybe you can see, just check how your sight and sound changed. And when you look at everybody, does it feel like before? You flip through the pages. So for me, the feeling is like more like a, how do you say in English, psefas, like pieces put together, you know, these beautiful pictures that make one big picture made by many small pictures of diverse. So as I said to Joachim in the break, I wrote a workshop for 4 days, but we have 13 minutes. So, and actually when I sat here with you, I felt I actually really am not here to teach anything or to, but really the opposite. I'm sitting here and actually honored to sit and be for a moment just a catalysator, like somebody who just can sense the field and bring it back, and sense the field and bring it back, and sense the field and bring it back. And when I say it, I feel, isn't it what we really wish from our governments? Yeah, it was ideal. Yeah, feel the field and give it to us back to inquire and feel into it and bring back the input. Then we need a person or even a group of people, and they can change from time to time. So I'm sitting here with all these ideas about changing societies and politics, and what we will do with the rest of the time. I really don't want to go into talking. I want to invite you to represent again, but stay here in the big room. So let's take a moment, and we all going to represent ourselves right now. So see what it means to you. Maybe you want to move a bit your body and sense your feet and legs. And how does me, what does me representing me means right now? Is it and I? Is it an I and you? Is it I and us? Is it you? Is it us? Is it me? What's happening to your sense of self right now when you represent yourself? Maybe you want to put input in the chat. So I suggest not to even not to write too long, but whoever wishes just to, yeah, either popcorn with the voice or the chat, just one word about representing me now. How does it feel?
It means freedom for me.
Yeah. Just let the input in, nothing to do with it. Take some more minutes and we change your representation. So beautiful to see the words. I feel like we're creating language right now. I read the words for the first time. In the beginning, there was the word. Yeah. All languages are invited. Yeah. So we can continue put it, and I want to invite another representation for all of us. So we are all going to represent belonging. Let's invite representation of belonging. What is belonging right now? Belonging. Is it something belonging to me? Is it me belonging to something? Is it just belonging? And continue to invent your own vocabulary, writing down, whispering in your heart, saying out loud. We all represent belonging. Take another minute and we change for the third representation, all of us. And the third representation will be the field. So we are all representing the field, whatever it is right now. in your language, in your body, your perception. Yeah, maybe there's a movement or a sound or a word or nothing. Maybe we can join the whole representations. Me longing to be the field, me belonging to the field belonging to me. Just let it be here all together, all the three representations. And what I invite us to also do together is listen to some music that opened my heart yesterday when I listened to it. Share it. So this music comes from a movement created to inspire and connect the world through music. And it's born from the shared belief that music has the power to break down boundaries and overcome distances between people. As we sit, and I invite you during listening to this music for 4 minutes, just to let the three representations be with us. Representation of ourselves, of the field, and of belonging. Tell me, Achim, if you hear it or not.
I'm not hearing it. Yes.
I wanna see the world united and learn to live as one. I wanna see the world united, learn to live as one. I wanna see the world united, learn to live as one. I wanna see the world united, learn to live as one. Zala, que ya no esté gelina bato, bakufela bitumba. Songisa, que ya no na bituna ya bato, bakufela nanzala. Zala, que ya no kokina bato, bakufela bitumba. Songisa, que ya no esengeli na bato, bakufela nanzala. We have to bring the world together and learn to live as one. We have to bring the world together, learn to live as one. El instante lo que cuenta. Vive sonriendo hasta el final. Pero vendrán días de alegría que nadie puede creer. We have to bring the world together and learn to live as one. We have to bring the world together, learn to live as one.
זה הזמן להגיד, אנחנו לב אחד, שיר אותו בכל אחד. We have to live as one. We have to bring the world together. We shall overcome. سيد السلام أعد لنا السلام. We have to bring the world together. We have to live as one. We have to bring the world together. We shall.
Oh, sorry, guys.
We
just
lost
heard
Gerard.
information. Yeah, Meirav's computer fell on the floor. Enjoying the music, I think so. Well, I can hear the music again. Don't see Meirav at this moment. See if you can find her back. She'll be back in 1 minute. So you still hear the music or not?
No, probably not.
No, no music. Oh, that's interesting because now I'm hearing it on my computer.
My computer fell. Yeah, there was too much. The field was too much on my Dell computer. Yeah, but actually it's time, and yeah, it's a fantastic song to finish with. I would just want to invite us all to bow for ourselves and for our time together and for our life. I will just read you one sentence that I got today, and it's great to finish with it. And that's it. So, smile and let go. It's just life after all. And you're doing it right just by living. So, it's good place to end. And may we continue however we are, wherever we are, whatever we do, the best we can. So I'm bowing to us, to you, to me, and see you in the next workshops.